In this episode, PEACHY Seeks takes a look into Greek life at Georgia State University. Today on PEACHY Seeks, we talk about what Greek life is and what it's like. We talk to a couple of sorority girls and someone who isn't involved in Greek life at all. Hello everyone, I'm Emily McWilliams and you're listening to PEACHY Seeks. Greek life to many people is a dream. They can't wait to get onto their college campus and sign up to go through a process called recruitment. Recruitment is a process girls go through to find out what sorority they will join. I talked to Cassie Carver, a new member, about her recruitment process.
Kind of hectic. I didn't know what to expect because, they weren't allowed to tell us, the people I knew were like, it'll be okay, and I'm like, but what happens? And they just couldn't tell me, which is understandable, but it was fun. It was very draining, I would say, because we would be there like all night or all day, and it was just a lot to deal with, but I enjoyed it. I met a lot of people that were recruiting, and then I met a lot of people in all of the different groups too.
Recruitment is a process almost every girl goes through. It varies from a weekend to a week-long process. At Georgia State, they move quickly through the process, holding it in just 3 jam-packed days.
Okay, so basically, recruitment is when you just meet all of the different sororities in the Panhellenic Council. So there's 5 of them, and the first day you just meet up with all 5 of them, and then you pick your top 4, and then the next day, if they pick you to come back, you talk to those groups that invited you back, and then it gets smaller and smaller each day. So on the last day, which was also bid day, you talk to your top 2 people, your top 2 groups, and then you picked one, and then either you got a bid from them or you got a bid from the other one that you picked.
Emma Allen, who has been affiliated with AOPI at Georgia State for a year now, told us she was very familiar with the process when she came through.
Going in, I had 3 options, because one of them I was basically prefed since I was a little girl to be one certain sorority, because all my sister's friends were in that sorority back home. And coming through, I didn't like that chapter. I'm not going to say their name because that's just rude. But it was like between us and another organization that I fell in love with. Like, I felt home in either one of them. But I remember Matthew Mitchell, who was our director at the time, was like, who would you feel more comfortable at 2 a.m. with? I was like, okay. That's what made my decision to join AOPI.
Being in a sorority helps many women develop themselves into more than just a college student. They have many leadership opportunities that prepare them for life after school. A community of women that supports one another helps an individual grow and develop. They become an even greater person than whom they were before their journey began.
Yes, when I went back home over Christmas break last year, they're like, you've grown so much, like, my friends are back home, like, you talk more, because I was very quiet. Like, I was said to myself, basically, throughout high school, because I was just not, like, I was quiet, and I just opened up more since joining a sorority.
Being a part of a Greek community has many enjoyable aspects. There are many social opportunities as well as chances to get involved with the philanthropy. It gives people a chance to mingle and create a network of like-minded individuals.
Probably just meeting new people. Since this past year, I made so much more new friends. And now I have a frat little, like, I know that doesn't make any sense, but I have, like, a fraternity little at this point, and I absolutely adore that person with all my heart, along with my own little, like, I just love having that, because that's what I wanted when I came through. I wanted a sisterhood.
Hearing sisters talk about their experience is always fun. They always give good insight as to why sororities are a key aspect of college campuses. I also had a conversation with Victoria Henderson. She's my good friend and has no affiliation to Greek life. I wanted to get her opinion and see what Greek looks like to people on the outside.
Well, I think as an outsider, to me, Greek life seems kind of not accessible if you're not in it, and to an extent kind of I guess, cliquey and secluded.
Victoria gave good insight as to why she decided not to join a sorority. Greek life isn't for everyone, so knowing yourself and what you enjoy is a big aspect of making the decision of whether or not to rush.
Yeah, I know that when I started college, it was something my mom kind of wanted me to do just because she wanted me to have a community, I guess. But, like, I guess for me personally, it's just been a matter of I don't feel like I'm super social or super, like, a person who enjoys consistently being a part of a group, so it's not something that I felt like I would, I guess, like, prosper in.
Being involved in Greek life opens many opportunities to build relationships and communities. Georgia State is a large school where many students commute back and forth. Sometimes it can seem overwhelming if you aren't affiliated with any group or community to lean on for support.
I don't think it's easy to make friends at State because it is a commuter school, and, like, when you're in class, people don't really talk to each other. But I think, I don't know if I would feel comfortable or able to make friends just on the sake of we're in the same group, I guess. So I guess I'm more of a fan of, like, organically forming relationships, which is a lot more difficult and doesn't happen as often. But yeah, I would say it's not easy to make friends not being part of a group.
Joining a sorority is a commitment for life. It can be a lot for someone to handle. If joining a sorority is something you're interested in, reach out to someone in the organization. They would be more than happy to give you tips and introduce you to other members. Today, we Peachy seeked answers to questions many girls have when trying to make the decision. So I hope you found this helpful and come back to see what we'll talk about next week.